Okay, well, I got escorted to get my stuff out of my hotel room this weekend and then was told to leave because my stay didn't get extended. That was fun. Then I got to watch a gay battle go down, and that was amazing also. So here's that story. So I booked a hotel room for Friday because I had a book event. On Saturday there was Comic-Con and a bunch of people from the book event were going to Comic-Con, so I needed to extend my stay. When I went to American Express, which is what I booked through to extend my stay, they said I'd have to call the hotel. And when I called the hotel, it put me on like an hour-long wait. And I'm like, you know what? I'll be there. I'll just ask to extend it when I get there. I did know there was a chance that there wasn't going to be rooms available when I got there, but I figured I would book a hotel at that time. Whatever. So I get there. I go to check in. I'm like, hi, I need to extend my stay. And she says, oh, okay, no problem. And she just keeps checking me in. I should have known at the time that that wasn't okay and was a problem because she didn't really do anything extra. Like, she didn't say how much it was going to be or anything like that, but she was like, oh, okay, whatever. So I'm like, all right, I guess it got extended, maybe at the same rate, so that's why she didn't mention it. I go to the book event, come home, sleep in the hotel, obviously, go to Comic-Con all day Saturday. I get back to my room at 7, and my key does not work, and I knew immediately she did not extend my stay. So I go back down, I'm like, hi, like, my key's not working. And she's like, oh, well, you were supposed to extend your stay. And I was like, I asked you yesterday. And she was like, okay, well, who did you speak to? And it was the same woman both days. But I didn't want to call her out and be like, you, because she's going to be like, I didn't hear you, which is fine. It's just a miscommunication, right? So the first thing she does is goes and gets the manager. He comes out with heat. He is definitely born and bred in Baltimore, and if you don't know anything about Baltimore customer service, is the customer's always wrong, and I'm going to be mad at you about it, because that was this manager's mentality. There was no niceties. He was not a kind person. He was also super flamboyantly gay, which is relevant for the story later. But he also, so gay, sassy, Baltimore raised. He came out like I was the problem. Not how you want to do customer service. Like, sometimes the customer's wrong, and but like, just be nice about it, right? No, he came out with like a, this is your fault. So I'm like, okay, so I asked, and he was like, who did you ask? And I didn't want to call her out, and I should have at this point, because then they were like, you don't even know who you spoke to. I did know I spoke to. I was speaking to the girl that was in front of me, but I didn't want to get her in trouble, but I should have said that. Anyway, so I'm like, but my stuff's still in the room. It's 7 o'clock, but you're telling me that I can't extend my stay because it's booked out, which maybe the person hasn't arrived yet. He's like, well, we're waiting for you to remove your stuff. And I was like, okay, well, you never called me or emailed me. And then he tells me the most ridiculous thing. He's like, well, we didn't have your contact info because you booked through a third party. And I'm like, you don't have my phone number or email? And he's like, no. And I'm like, interesting. And also important for later. So eventually I just give up. I just go upstairs. I get escorted by security to get the stuff, take it out of my room, go to my friend's room who's also staying in the same hotel. And I turn to my best friend. His name's Shane. I'll tag him below if you want to find him. He is also flamboyantly gay. Maybe not flamboyantly gay, but he's gay. And I'm like, listen, you're better with customer service than me. And the manager is also gay. And I need some gay sass to go handle this. And he's like, I got this, which he does. We all go downstairs, and I swear it was like a battle of like gay drama. There was at one point they didn't even speak. They just made noises. My friend was like, and the manager was like, and my friend was like, There was just some noises being made. So he's like, I understand there's nothing you can do about extending his stay. How about you pay for parking? And the manager was like, no, it's owned by a third party. I can't pay for your parking, which was a lie. And my friend was like, okay, well, can you give him points? And the manager was like, points? And my friend was like, yes, I know for a fact you can give him Hyatt points because you're capable of doing that. And then the manager was like, and then there was just a silence of them staring at each other. And I would have broken. My friend, Shane doesn't break. He deals customer service. He's nice about it, but firm. The battle of the gays won out. I got 10,000 points out of this for my trouble. But honestly, if I didn't bring him in, I would have got nothing. But the real kicker is that, as I said earlier, he said I didn't have any way of contacting me, and my friend was like, and Shane was like, okay, so to add the points, he'll give him your info. And he goes, no, I have his info through the reservation. And I was like, oh, so you do have my contact information. I didn't say that. I cut my losses, left it alone. I got my 10,000 points, and I'm going to leave a horrible review. The big thing I want to say is that, first off, my friend checked out this morning, and they asked if he would like to roll over the parking payment into the hotel room, which means they could have covered the parking payment. They easily could have, but that would have cost them money, and the manager was not doing that. But definitely, he gave me the, like, what are you going to do about this? And last time I had this much of a problem with a customer service person, I posted a video about it on TikTok. It got 10 million views and took down the Google reviews for a car dealership for almost a year. So when he said, like, gave me the, like, what are you going to do about it face, I definitely was like, well, I could wreck you guys on social media because I've done it before, but that just feels like an empty threat, and I don't want to pull that. I've debated. I might. If they charge me a late checkout fee or anything like that, I'm doing it, but I'm name-dropping hotels. But either way, all I'm saying is if you have problems with customer service, bring your gay best friend. They handle it best well. So that was my hotel situation.